And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to look at Microsoft Word and just some general tips. If you're like me when you use Microsoft Word sometimes and something annoys you, like trying to unformat something or maybe converting a document or looking for a address book, maybe dictating, translating can be quite annoying. So I've just thrown in tips that might help you out. So tip number one, top left hand corner, autosave. If you've got a cloud, definitely leave that on, especially for students when they need to back up their essays or assignments. It's so easy for your computer maybe to crash or lose it, documents saved to your cloud. So I always leave that ticked on. Option 2, just add in demo text. Just in case, like I'm doing now, you want to show someone something. Then RAND for random, open and close bracket, click enter. Gives me just various paragraphs of demo text. But if I do it again, so Control A and get rid of that. So I'm going to do it again. Equal sign RAND, open bracket. Let's do 3, 3, close bracket. So I'm going to create random text with 3 paragraphs, and there you go. What about manipulating the document and text? So we know if you highlight, for example, a line or word or whatever you want, and if you keep your finger on the control button and then highlight something else, and you can highlight multiple bits of information holding the left control key down and highlight that as well. And then we can use Control C to copy and Control V to paste. There's another good option there if I zoom in. If you hold the Alt key down on the left side of your keyboard and then drag, you can highlight multiple texts. And those 3 words I might actually want to make bold. Now I can select the shortcut key Control B or just tap on it and you can bold it quickly. And I'm going to click Control U for underline. Say do a formatting option. So if I highlight professional, we could then just unselect it again, or if I select it back on, you've got a shortcut key, Control space, clears it off for you as well. Next option is more for students. Go to references, and we've got this little referencing option here. Now a lot of people don't tend to use this because it doesn't have the style that you want. But if you look at a little link in my YouTube channel underneath, I'll leave it at the bottom. I'll show you how to add your own reference styles in. So I've actually added the Harvard one in there because the Harvard Angler is completely different. So I'm going to leave it on Harvard UWE, and then we can start citing our work. Now I'm going to go to manage sources, but you might not have any sources yet. So let me close that. So come to left, select researcher, and it appears on the right. Then type in what you're looking for. I'll just put video in as an example. And then you can do some research, and you can break that down to journals and websites if you want as well there. But I want to select all, scroll down, and I will select anyone as an example. And then we've got some source information and research. So now I could highlight what I want. So I'm going to highlight that, and remember, Command C, Command V to paste it in your work. And now we need to cite it. Now come back to the right. You see at the top here it's got a little plus icon. Add the source as a citation. Tap on it and it adds the in-text citation. Now bear in mind with this, if it comes up with the default and on an ND means no name or date, you can add that in manually. Because on websites, normally with Harvard, you have to put the website name in there if you can't find the author. But if it's the author, make sure you put that in. If I select create, it creates your bibliography at the bottom as well for you. Now if I come back up to manage sources, you'll be able to see that in here, and here it is. It's in my current list. So now I can select edit, and then I can edit that, anything missing for that reference style there, and click OK. Also, if you are using multiple references for your assignment, then you can copy over as so various ones, and then if I select close, when I come up the top and select bibliography, it's going to add that bibliography added as well. So don't forget to put your in-text citation in as well. So there's your referencing option. I'm going to close that top right. The option is your acronyms. Now you need the enterprise version for this, but it's really handy. If I select acronyms here, so if you've got an acronym, you can highlight it, and on the right it will tell you what that acronym stands for. There is many, so that could be quite helpful as well. But you do need the enterprise version for that. Another option that drives me up the wall sometimes, I'm going to go back up to File, is here. These are the files that I last looked at. Now you can pin them. I can pin that so it'll be at the top of the screen. Let's unpin it. I might come down here, I might want to pin that. So you can see it goes straight to the top. So that way you can access the information where it is all the time. But watch, if you go to pinned, you've got all your pinned option there. So you can access the documents that you last looked at quickly. It just saves you time having to look for them. Let's go back to the document. Now another good option is the OCR, top right hand corner. So you can select your file here, JPEG or PNG, and it will convert. But an easier method I find is just to go to File, Open, find the PDF you want. So I'll go to my desktop, scroll down and select Dragon. And that should automatically open up for you in a Word format. So there's multiple options to work with journals and portable document format. Now we're going to click Control N for a new document. Another good option is to have your address book in there. You can have people's contact numbers. Now if I type in here, you'll find there's no address book. There's nothing in there at all. So what you need to do is come up to the top here, quick access bar, and select more commands. Now come to the top here and select for me commands not in ribbon, because what I'm looking for is the address book, and then scroll down. There it is, address book. Copy it over to the right and you can see where it says customize quick access bar. Make sure you're on that option and select add and click OK. You've now got it up here to access. If I tap on it, you can choose whether it's pull it from your Outlook, but bear in mind I think you do need your Exchange server to do this as well. Got your options there. So I'm just going to leave it on that. So tap on it, click OK, then choose the person you want, or you can search at the top, click OK, and you can add their address information into a document quickly as well. Then Command A, get rid of that. I'm going to put some demo text in again. This is another one good for students as well. When you write an essay assignment, you have to paraphrase your work, so you tend to use a lot of synonyms of words. So I could do a right click on Provides, and then come down, you've got an option that says synonym of that word, and change it quickly. By the way, if you right click on a word, for example point, and go to synonyms, if you want more options, come to the bottom and actually open up the thesaurus on the right, and then you can access the information from there and the words you want in more detail as well. And don't forget at the top as well, you've got your dictionary that you can access as well, which is really handy. There's another option here which is called rewrite suggestion. I'm just going to highlight one word, right click and select rewrite suggestions. You see it brings up the paragraph. You see underneath it's giving me different suggestions there that you could use. So you can just use the option synonyms, but also the rewrite suggestion option is good for you to change up your work a little bit. Now another great option, and it's good to go really, if you've got a headset it works better. Top right hand corner, select dictate. Hello, this is a test and I'm about to do my assignment on health and social work. New line. I want to turn that off. I want to show you this as well. On the left you've got an option here where I've enabled auto punctuation. There's a benefit with that. One is every time you say new line, it full stops it for you automatically and capitalizes the next word for you. Problem is it doesn't always put them where you want them, so have a little play with that anyway and see how you get on. Don't forget to choose your spoken language as well. Alright, I'm just going to close editor top right. Let's have a look at the translate option, another great option. Click review. We've got the translate option, so if I highlight some text here, if I now click translate and I want to translate selection, you see it come up on the right. I can change traditional Chinese to, I think it covers quite a lot of languages actually, to Bulgarian for example. Then I've got that option to select insert to insert into the document as well. I know you've got Google Translator as well, but it just seems a lot quicker doing it this way. And close that. I'm going to delete that. Another good option is to write your CV with this. Select CV Assistant, which is in your Review tab. And on the right, select Get Started. It's powered by LinkedIn. You can add your role, industry, and it really does build up a great template for your CV step by step. So it's definitely worth another look at. Now I've got another option up here. I'm going to come up to where it says view. If you don't like the side by side option, you can select vertical as well. I'm going to come down bottom and zoom in and out. So I'm going to go back to around 100. And then you can change side by side. So you've got multiple documents. So let me show you. So I'm going to do the code again. This time I'm going to add 10,6, close bracket, enter. And then you can get all your documents side by side that you're working with. Or again, if you prefer to work vertical, you've got that option there. So I'll leave that side by side. Also on the right, you've got thumbnails as well. So you can see them all as a thumbnail if you want as well. Now another option you might have multiple images. Now you know yourself, you go to insert, pictures, and then you could maybe use stock images, shall we, as an example. I'll just pop in health. I will pop anything in there. So you've got multiple documents. Let's actually make it look a bit better, eh? Let's just add a frame to that. And you actually want to share these documents. The problem is with images in them, they get a little bit big. Word's got an option where it can compress it and make it smaller for you. So I need to go to top left hand corner, file, all the way to the bottom, options. Select for me advanced and scroll down. We're looking for image size. There you go. You've got an option here. If you want to compress all your documents with images in them that you're doing, you can do all new documents. I'm just going to do the one with document 2. That's the one I'm at the top there. I can choose not to compress it, or if I come down here, I can make it even smaller. Obviously, you will lose image quality, or you might want better quality. I'll actually do that higher, better quality, and click OK. So when you actually save it and it compresses with the images, you'll be able to send it maybe by email if it's too large. I know you can compress it anyway by zipping it up. It just gives you another option, and we have got clouds now as well that you can share via. Another great option here called Smart Lookup. So I'm going to highlight galleries, and then we'll type in there Smart Lookup. There it is. Brings it up on the right. Help to search for more information regarding that phrase or word. Now if you're working with maths, I'm going to do Control N. Then doing maths in Word's not easy. I know you've got the insert option. We can go to insert. And they've got your equations here that you can start adding. And they've got loads of shortcut keys. But it has got its own built-in option. It's got a calculate option. So to enable that, go to File. Again, Options. Or I think an easier way will actually be come to the top where it's got Quick Access and select More Commands. Now we're looking for calculate, so I'm going to scroll down and there we go, calculate. Remember, copy to the right, make sure in the customize quick access toolbar. Now copy it over and click OK. Come to the top, you can now see it's available. Now let's try something out. So let's try something out simple. Let's do 900 minus 79. Now if you highlight it, select the calculate button. In the bottom left hand corner it will give you the calculation for that 821. Also another good option, come to the bottom left hand corner and do a right click. You've got multiple options there that you can enable. Maybe you want to track your changes, for example. Maybe you want your character count with spaces in there, and even formatted page numbers you can choose in there. So your customized status bar is a really handy option. And maybe you don't want 100% zoom all the time, so you can choose that in there as well. Now another good option, let me show you this quickly. So again, I'm going to put some code in there, put some text. There's an option here called Insert File Path. Now if you're using multiple documents and building your essay, assignment or work, you want to know the original path and where it's from. So we need to access that, come to the top, select More Commands. We want all commands, and what I'm looking for is insert file path. So if we scroll down, and there it is, and click add, and OK. So you can now see it's up here as well, insert file path. So now, if I tap on it, it will tell you exactly where that file comes from. In this case, this comes from document 3. So if you copied it from another document on your computer, it would actually show that file path. How about a screenshot as well? How about screenshotting anything on your computer or any application you've got open? So if you select here in the Insert tab, Screenshot, and then choose an available window. So I'm going to use the Dragon one. And you can screenshot anything into your document. Also remember on that as well, if we go back to Insert, click the little arrow under Screenshot, and you can do screen clipping as well. So you can just screenshot precisely what you want, maybe it's a section. Another great option is show formatting. So you can see where your formatting is, where you've got a new paragraph, sentence, maybe shift or tabbed, and it shows you all where your formatting is. So I'm going to turn that off. Also, a lot of people like to work with charts and Excel, so why not go to Insert and select the chart option, or Table, and you can bring up an Excel spreadsheet to work with. So I'm going to undo that. And the option I want to show you is chart. So then you can add any chart you want. Let's do a pie chart. Let's do a 3D, click OK. You can see it inserts your pie chart, but you can add the data here, and as you change the data here, it will change in real time underneath as well. And click close, and back to home. Another excellent option in Microsoft Word is the find and replace option. So in the home tab, we're going to use this option here, replace. Let's put some text in here again so we can work with it. And let's now open up the option for replace. Now I'm going to type in a word that I want to replace. So say you've done an essay or document, or you maybe put a name down wrong. Instead of replacing it bit by bit, you could use this option. So I'm going to type in, I can see themes is there, I can see videos in there or not. So I'm going to type in video and select find. And I'm going to replace video with tape and select replace. Replace, then I can replace them all quite easily and efficiently. So that's a quick way to replace words that you might have done wrong in a document. While we've got this open, you've got the go to option as well. So you can enter the page number you want to go to, or even a section, or even a bookmark that you've got in that document. So it's a great way to navigate your documents. Another handy option is when you're dealing with text in a document. If I click on the end here, click the backspace button, it deletes one letter at a time. But if you hold Control bottom left and hit the backspace button, you can delete whole words quickly and efficiently and faster as well. And another great option is you might want to hyperlink a word to a specific website or document online. So I'm going to select document by double tapping in the middle, highlights it. Then on your keyboard, select for me Control plus K. It'll bring up this window for you. Now you've got an option as actually how you want to target it. So I could then type the address in there and click OK. And it's hyperlinked. So if I hold the Control bottom left down and click on it, it'll bring up that website for you quick and efficiently. Another handy option is when you're working with pictures. So I'm going to go to the Insert tab and select for me pictures, or you can import one yourself using the device option. Let's go stock pictures actually, see what we've got in there, and I'm going to grab anything. Let's grab, this will do, and I'm going to insert it into my Word document. And what we do here is we can actually make the text appear within the image. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the colour of the text. I'm going to make that red for now. Now once I try and drag it up, it won't let me, it'll just go in between the paragraphs. So on the right here, you've got this little option appears. Left click it, choose your little option here behind text, and now hold the left button. You can then drag that up and have the text sitting in the image. Let's stick with the image. So what I'm going to do is hold the left button, bring it back down. I might want to edit this picture and take certain objects out of it. So what I could do is go up to where it says picture format. You have to make sure the picture is selected. Come to the left and select move background. And then I can use the option here to mark round what I want to remove. All the purple stuff in the background is what you want to remove. I can select mark areas to remove. Then I can come down manually and then mark round what I want to remove. I won't go through detail here, get the idea with that. Once done, come up here and select keep changes. And there you go. You can edit out what you want from an image as well. Another handy option is deleting blank pages. So I'm going to click on this image and get rid of that. So again, I'm going to add some random text in there. But I'm going to add a little bit more. So I'll put 16,4, close bracket. So we've got multiple documents. So there's 3 pages, see bottom left hand corner. So what I'm going to do is, let's say we don't want this page. So I can highlight all the text, click backspace again, and it gets rid of it for you. Nice and simple. Also, you might want to add date and time. Well, that's easy to do in Microsoft Word as well. Let's put the cursor at the end here. I want to go up to the top, select Insert. And if you come along, we want date and time. Choose which format you want and select OK. And there you go. There's your date and time. Also, if you want to do tables, so I'm going to click Control A and get rid of everything. Come up the top, we're in the Insert tab. Select Table. You just come down with the cursor, don't have to click anywhere, and choose what table you want. I'm going to select that table. Then you can change how your table wants to look as well, with the options at the top. And you can choose your borders there, if you want outside borders or all borders. And a quick method of popping in numbers, if you click the tab or the down and up arrows, you can move and navigate quickly through that table. Next, what about page numbering? So I'm going to get rid of that table. I'm going to put some more text in there again. Go up to Insert, come all the way along, select page number and choose where you want your page numbering. So let me pop that at the top there. So you can now see the page numbering at the top there and close the header at the top. And another good option, if you have a look at this, is the actual add-ins. So go up to Insert and select Get Add-ins. There's so many good add-ins and there's some good free ones out there as well. But have a look at this one. I'll have a little search. And I'm now going to select it. Click Continue and you can now add that to your Microsoft Word. See top right hand corner, select Got It, Correct and Improve. And this can help you to paraphrase, strengthen your vocabulary. And you can see the statistics there, view suggestions, create a free account, and it should really make a difference in your assignment and essay writing. But have a look at those add-ins, there's so many free ones out there and good ones to look at. Also, another good option is Editor. Let me get rid of that plugin first. Tidy it up a little bit. Now with Editor, it's got a built-in option for you where it will give you suggestions, a bit like Grammarly. Select Got It here, and it will give you a score, any spelling, clarity, and any information to improve your essay or assignment. But in this case, it was a template anyway, so you can see there's no errors there. How about clearing formatting? So let's just add a bit of formatting here. So I'm going to add a bit of colour there. I'm going to highlight this and maybe bold that. Remember, you can use a shortcut key, so I could go Control U to underline that. There's a couple of methods of actually doing that and changing the formatting. The easiest method I find is to highlight it all, Control A, come up the top here and select Clear Formatting Options, and then put it back to default. Make sure you're in the Insert tab. Come to the very top, you've got an option that says Online Video. So tap on that, and then you can paste or add the URL or embed code from an online video. So I'm going to retrieve one now from my YouTube channel. So here's one of my videos on the C Pen. So what I need to do is get the embed code. So come down to here, you've got the share option. Select embed and then copy that, or Control A. I'll do Control C, close it, open up Word again, and then you can paste that in there, Control V, and click Insert. And there you go, you've now inserted the video. And when you tap on it, you can come to the top where it says Picture Format, and then you can change the way you want that to look. Another great option on Word is the ability to create macros. Now, macros is a set of instructions that you can put into Word to help you get ready to create a task maybe, or something you find tedious to do, or stuff that you want set up for you quickly. Let me show you what I mean. So we go to Developer. There's a number of ways you can access the macros. We've got an option here that says Record Macro. Before you do anything, go to macro setting. You must have this enabled, but bear in mind there is a risk. So always virus check your documents on that. So I'm going to select record macro. So let's give it a name. So let's say I'm going to open up an Excel chart, shall we? So I'll call it chart. Now you can assign a button or a keyboard shortcut, but I prefer a keyboard shortcut. Now I need one that doesn't affect any other shortcuts on Word. I found one, Shift Alt and B, because that one is that was another macro that I created at an earlier date. Now, if it does interfere with another shortcut, it will tell you there, so you can change your shortcut to one that doesn't affect it. Select assign. So every time I select Alt Shift and B, it should then activate that command macros. And select close. Now it's now recording top left. So then you go and do what you need to do. For example, in this case, I'm going to do a chart, but you can do tables, whatever you want. In fact, I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a table. Let's say that I want a specific table set up every time. And there we go. Now, if I come back up to developer and select pause, if you want to carry on, so you could have more tasks to that, but I'm going to select stop. So I should be able to now, using the shortcut key, Shift Alt and B, and there you go. Shift Alt and B, it will create the macro for me. So you can do a number of stuff with that actually, so just play around with that, see how you get on. Click, got it. Now do Command N. Another really good option, if you come along to review, got these options here, and one of them is called read aloud. So again, I'm going to pop some text in there quickly. Click on the beginning. To read it back, select read.
Video provides a powerful way to help you prove
On the right here, you can pause and
your
play
point.
it. You can jump
To
forward
make your
to the
document
next
look
paragraph or back. Now what you do is click the little option here and select underneath voice selection and then choose a different voice. And again, click play
produced. Word provide
and choose a different voice. Again, let's go for George and click play.
Header, footer, cover page, and text box designs that complement.
And then that will read back for you. Great for proofreading back your own work. And there you go. There's a few little tips just to get you flowing in Word a little bit better. Thanks for watching.